Okay. So, the importance of a dream. Okay, that's what I want to talk about. I was talking a little bit on the radio and I said that I would record it because you couldn't see. I was trying to talk about a graph and a chart on the radio this morning, and it gets a little confusing when no one can see you on the radio. But first of all of us are doing this business for a reason, and we get into doing things for a certain reason. For some of us, there's material things, some of it's philanthropic reasons. It can be deeper. What we want to do, though, is get to that deeper level. Now, getting to your dream is the important part, and how you get there is going to be done through a lot of questions. So you might be thinking to yourself, I really would love to have ... What is that? Give me an example. Something you really would love to have. Anybody?
A boat.
A boat. Okay, you already have a boat.
I know. Well, I was just saying. All my student loans paid off.
Okay, so Tori, you would really love to have all of your student loans paid off. That's great. Okay, what would it mean to you if you had them paid off?
That the government wouldn't have me under such a thumb of $950 a month payment.
Okay.
I would go elsewhere to give, to tithe.
Those are my next questions. What would you do with that $950?
Yeah.
Can you visualize yourself without it?
Mm-hmm.
And what does that picture look like? And are there other things that you would do with the $950? And there could be some material things with that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a car part of it, but you say, I'm not going to get that
Always.
until I pay off the student loans. But what you're trying to do is develop this vision for your life. Where are you going to go? And you're developing this dream to motivate you to do the things you don't normally want to do or get excited about doing. Sometimes that's calling a lead or something like that, or just lead generating. And so what I find that happens with most people, and they think of the word stress as a negative. Stress being a negative, and it's common, and I would think of that generally too. But there's two types of stress. And that's what I want to put on the board and talk about. And so the two types of stress, there's what we normally think of stress is distress. Is that with one S? Distress. I don't know. I'm going to just do it like this.
One S.
One S and one word?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Spelling lesson.
I was a math teacher, not an English teacher. I'm going to put a capital S for the stress. That's purposeful, okay? I know it doesn't have that. But you have distress, and then the other stress that I'm talking about is a positive stress. If you have the dream and you're pushing towards it, I'll call that and I'll label it eustress. And I'll put that up here. That's why I was going to put the dis with the dash. So this is a eustress. You're creating stress on your life purposefully for a positive reason. Why? Because above eustress is your dream. If you have this dream of paying off these student loans, and you get that extra $950 a month, and it leads to X, Y, Z, and you have all these different visions in your life and what it would be like, the financial stress that would go away. To me, some of that dream is paying off my mortgage, and then getting down to, all right, well, what would that mean if I paid off my mortgage? How much extra money would I have? My actual bills, that I need to make every month go down to here. So then when I make above and beyond, I can save and do a lot of different giving and tithing and different things like that. In between eustress and distress is where most of us like to spend our time. That's our comfort zone. Our comfort zone. And when we experience distress in our life, and we let the distress get the best of us, then what happens is we slip down into dread. So we have these factors, and what I find is if we had a graph like here over time, that most people are going to spend their lives in this area between distress, and then it'll push them back up into the comfort zone, and they'll hang out there until all of a sudden, they stop doing the things they need to do, and it gets back down to distress. Every now and then the distress gets to be too much, and it brings them down into dread, and we hope that they can move themselves back up and get into at least a comfort zone. a lot of that happens because people don't have a dream they're striving for, and they don't have a eustress that's going to help motivate them and push them towards something bigger. And what are they going after in life? And so if you do have the eustress, then you may be in a comfort zone, and you discover you have a dream, and you put this eustress on, and it starts bringing you up. But then you start experiencing the success. Okay, maybe your goal is in real estate, I want to list 2 houses a month. Okay, you go out in the first week and you get 2 listings. What happens?
Comfort zone.
Oh, that was good. I'm just going to go back down here. And then you don't call for 3 weeks, and then that becomes habit forming, and it keeps going down. And so we want to continue to have a bigger dream. If I want to just list 2 houses a month and I get my 2 houses, I've accomplished it, and I don't continue to put the eustress on. But if you have a huge dream, something bigger and grand, and if it will allow you to not slip into that comfort zone. You'll keep working towards that big goal. Even when you get the 2 listings in that first week, you might be like, okay, I can get 2 listings a week now. Forget 2 listings a month. That was just because I didn't believe. Now that I got them in a week, I can believe. And you got to get that belief going up. And the visualizing and all of that questioning in the beginning to get your dream is all about putting the eustress on your life so that it will push you up towards that, whatever that dream may be. Does that make sense? Questions on that? That's all I wanted to report. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.